week in Physics 111. This past week our final presentations were due. We also prepared for our final one-on-one interviews with David before we ended the semester. Listen more to learn what I did throughout the week and what I was able to take away from my experiences. What I did. First thing Tuesday morning, all groups prepped to give their final group presentations. My group went second to last. I was a little nervous because I knew as of that morning we were still having issues with some of our audio, so I wasn't sure how our digital story would turn out. Luckily, all went well and we were able to give a good presentation. After presentations were over, David talked to us about Wiki, a program he set up for us to log on and give feedback about the class and how you can improve the class in the future. David then explained how we could use Wiki to replace our tweets for the remainder of the semester. Before class ended, we all signed up for our one-on-one interviews. I learned from my last interview that it's better to sign up to do an interview on Thursday and get it over with than try to buy time and sign up for an interview the following Tuesday. All you really do is end up procrastinating getting what you need to done instead of using all that extra time to get more done. Outside of class, I worked on updating my table of contents in my lab notebook, completed self and group evaluations, worked more on TIM 3, updated my e-portfolio, and prepared myself for my one-on-one interview. Thursday was my one-on-one interview. I didn't have it scheduled till 12, so I continued to study my notes and research topics outlined in Project 3 as I waited. At my one-on-one interview, David checked in with me to see what questions or concerns I had regarding Project 3. Then we talked about what I liked about class and what I would change about the class. David then encouraged me to post the suggestions I had on Wiki. Outside of class, I worked on my weekly update and video posts for week 14 and started to make changes to TIM 3 based off the feedback David gave us over the weekend. What I learned. I learned through the group presentations that there were 2 groups that did their projects on golf. I also learned that after our one-on-one interviews, we have one more class which will be just doing assessments, and then we're done with the semester. Woohoo! I learned that I still have a lot to learn when it comes to group work and effective time management. I learned that David wants us to add comments about the class on Wiki even if we're still planning on doing tweets. I learned that we do need to do a video post for week 15 and that it will be due by Tuesday the 13th. I also learned that feedbacks need to be done by Thursday. I learned that I like Buzzword more than Google and that for me it's easier to use and it has a better layout and more features. What I want or need to learn. I want to know if David will be giving us feedback on our TIMs so we can improve them, and if so, when will it be due? I want to learn whether or not we are going to do feedbacks on other groups' TIMs for Project 3. I need to figure out what I'm going to do for my last video post since it's a short week and I won't have much to work with. Finally, I want to know how my group is coming along with the changes they've made for TIM 3. Conclusion. There has been a lot of prep work for this past week as we presented our final projects, had our final one-on-one interviews, and now prepare for our final week of class. I had a lot of fun over the semester in class, but I'm looking forward to this semester ending and having a break from school and just more time to relax and vacation.